Okay, team, welcome to the weekly vlog. We're doing something a little bit differently this week. We're in the podcast studio. I've actually tried to record this a couple of times, but I keep having mute on for some stupid reason. But yeah, we're in the office, and I thought we'd jump on and talk about my marathon training plan for spring 2025. I thought it's worth going through my training plan for those two marathons, and we'll come into a little bit more detail. I do want to say at the front end, it's a little bit different this video this week, I appreciate, but this is not something I'm recommending to any of you to follow. Okay, this whole plan is based around my experience and what I know works for me, and that's the key, right? So, again, I'm not recommending any of you follow this. I like to show this to you so you can follow along as the weeks go through. My the vlogs that we do about my marathon training. You know roughly where we are, that sort of thing. I know some of you do like to know how I put these together as well, and also I've seen some comments about how I put races in and things like that. We'll touch on that as well. But yeah, just as a thing at the front end, don't follow this at all, right? This is only based on my experience. Again, I would say I'm an experienced runner. I've done a few marathons now, and this block is part of a block training plan towards Chicago. I've split that down into three elements. This is like the spring part of it, where I'll be looking to throw speed into my marathon training, but a high focus, you'll see it, is on the long run. That's deliberate. And then we'll move into like a speed area in the summer. And then we'll come on to the Chicago training block, which is my A race. That's my focus. But what I've done here is I've tried to devise a plan that is part of a bigger plan. Does that make any sense? So, and I think that's key. If you're trying to put a plan together, think about what your actual goal is. Is it this race or is it further down the line? And that's how I've kind of worked this out. You will see through this that I've got a lot of the same stuff in here, and that's deliberate as well. I like to build a plan for myself that I know that I can achieve, that I can be consistent at. I pride myself on consistency. And the way I get to be consistent is I know that I put sessions in that are basically the same all the way through the training plan. I like to keep that constant all the way through because then I can do my best to achieve it, right? And again, the plans are adaptable, okay, people. So just because it's written here doesn't necessarily mean that that's how it's going to end up. So let's dive in. I just had a ripple. Anyway, so you will see this is my week setup. So I've put together a 16-week plan here. I have been into sort of marathon training mode for a few weeks before this. So I'm, what was it? I don't even know what my mileage is, but I went down to pretty much zero, and then we've come back up. I'm somebody who runs on average, 30 to 40 miles a week. I'm pretty consistent there, right? So again, to give you a flavour, and I do run 6 times a week. I have one full day of rest. So let's go through it. Let's dive in. Otherwise, this video is going to be 2 hours long. Mondays for me, other than if I've got a race, are my sort of marathon goal pace at work. I'm in London, so I'm doing a 1 mile warm up, and that's basically down to Blackfriars. And then I've got 4.5 miles at target goal pace. So for this block, we've got 7:53 per mile is my marathon target goal pace. Half a mile cool down. That is going to be consistent all the way through the plan. All right. That is an important run for me. Moving into Tuesday, I've got the gym. So in the day I'm at the gym, and I'm really trying to focus on getting a high quality gym session in once a week. You will see this, the CrossFit, I'll come on to that. It's really important that I get a high quality gym session in once a week. I hate the gym with a passion. And we're actually putting something downstairs at home for the girls and also for me. And that's where the CrossFit comes in. I'll come on to that. But then you'll see in the evening, I'm doing 6 miles, get 7:53. Now, this is a new run for me. This is a new route that we've figured out. This is a hill run. So I want to get some hills into this block, consistently into this block. So we found a nice route that's up and down, which is round here for us. It's quite hard to find. But we've got some elevation in there, yeah? The long, slow hills that we can put marathon target goal pace in. So a 6 mile run every week with a marathon target goal pace, but it's an elevated run in terms of elevate, not my heart rate, yeah? It's a real key run for me, that will be. And then I've got here a club session, 3 miles. Now, if there's a run that I'm going to drop in the week, it's going to be that one, all right? On Wednesday, I've got 4 miles, easy pace. It's a lunchtime run for me. Easy pace is coming 8:53 to 9:47. So it's about 9-minute miles for me is easy pace. And you'll see if you're clever, 7:53 goal, 8:53 target, minute difference. Yeah. per mile. Just think about that if you're trying to you're trying to work out your paces. Don't use these, but obviously there's a minute difference there. But yeah, just a nice easy run. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Just an aerobic builder. Thursdays, very important. This is so. Like I said, I didn't have any high efforts in terms of speed for the last block deliberately. It was intentional because I tore my calf muscle. But we're back into the gym now. I did this for London at the start of the year, and I was onto a treadmill with a slight bit of incline. And I was doing intervals, 5 minute warm up. Then there's basically there's an interval thing that you can press that will give you an interval session. I've got some stuff on there, but then I've got a 5 minute cool down. But basically, I'm doing intervals for 20 minutes on the treadmill with a 5 minute warm up, 5 minute cool down on a slight incline. That is consistently every week. All right. Now, that may move to another day, but whatever happens, that's getting done every week. I like it. I like the fact that I can get on the treadmill, I can get it done. I come off, my legs are wobbly, but it's done. All right. It's a speed session. Tick the box every week. Thank you very much. High efforts back in. Okay. Treadmills there. We're putting a treadmill in downstairs. The CrossFit. Now, this is something that I'm trying to put in. Now, like I said, my focus is on getting at least one quality gym session done a week. Ideally, I'm doing two, but I have to be realistic. Firstly, I hate the gym with a passion, everybody who goes in there. And secondly, I struggle with time. Yeah, I work long hours and I struggle with time. Okay, so my plan, this is on a day off, yeah, but this session will fit in somewhere in the week, maybe on a Sunday, right? I may do 3 miles on the treadmill and then do some CrossFit in the downstairs, yeah, whether that's yoga session or whatever. After that, whatever it is, that's probably going to be more likely on a Sunday, but I've got it here as a reminder to do it, but it will move through the plan. Okay. But I need to get that done, but I've got to be realistic with myself. I have to get at least one done a week, ideally two. All right. Then we move on to the Saturday long run. We're back over Hartham Common, 3 mile loops. If you're new to the channel, I do a 3 mile loop around Hartham, and it's going to be easy pace to start with, then a marathon target pace. My solid aim for this training block is to do as much marathon target pace and then the high efforts as possible. Because last time I did quite a bit, I really want to do a lot of it and the high stuff. All right. We will add in some more high sessions later on, you'll see. But this starts off at 15 miles and then we'll build up from there, right? Easy run on a Sunday. Like I said, I'll probably do that on the treadmill at home. Second week looks pretty much the same. Yeah, not much difference there if you look. Again, we're around that 40 odd miles. The only difference is this goes up to, my long run goes up to 18 miles. Right, let's move on. Same week again. Again, consistency is key for me. And the way I get consistent, people, is by doing the same stuff. All right, that's the way it does. But the difference in the mileage is here. I've dropped, that's now up to 21 miles. It's just another loop. It's another lap for me. Okay, that's what that is. That's why the increase in mileage. We then drop into the first race of the year. So I've strategically put in the Watford Half. Now, the reason I put the Watford Half in is because it's a hilly half marathon at the start of the year. My focus is on that race that week, which is why you'll see I've lost some of the higher efforts, because this will be a high effort for me. 1:39.27. My PB is 1:35. But I want to see what I can get near to that. Whether I do or I don't, it's not the end of the world. But I want to have a good shot at it. Okay, so 1:39.27. I'm going to be using races as proper workouts, right? So that's why that's my high effort for the week. Still got my hilly goal run there, but if you notice, I've dropped the double run. Okay, so look, lost the medium session there, lost the easy there. That's gone down to 3 miles. High effort's gone. Day off. Part run here. Then we've got the race. Okay, important to focus in on the races. Got a day off after the race. Important to do that. Recover. Got 2 days off this week. So again, important to factor in recovery days. Really, really important. But other than that, that stays the same. 21 miles again, people. Focus in on the long run. We've got the higher stuff in here. But see this? I've dropped in an extra run here. So Wednesdays before, 4 miles, easy. Now into threshold. So for me, this is great to do at lunchtime. 1 mile warm up down to Blackfriars. 3 miles up to Big Ben and back, basically. 1 mile cool down from Blackfriars at threshold pace. Yeah. Got the rest of the day to recover Out in the evening, 4 miles easy. Job done. Nice steady mileage, 21 miles on the weekend. Okay. Again, I love my long runs. I live for my long runs. Back down here, mileage is increasing. Now, I'm not sure. That could be 18 miles there. I'm not 100% sure exactly what that is because it doesn't show us on the PDF, right? But again, consistent week here. Yeah, 52 miles. Thank you very much. I want to be up at the 50s now in this part of the plan. Yeah, and then we move forward. So again, 21 miles there. Back down to a race day. Look at the mileage drop. So I was 50 something before. What was I? 52 miles, dropping down to 28 because I want to focus on this race. Now, I think this is, we'll have to see, but I think this will come down. But my focus this week, so I'll get the marathon in pace, drop the easy run, drop the threshold run, easy work here. Yeah. Day off, may even chuck in an extra day off here on Wednesday. Doesn't matter because my focus is on the race, using the races as focus. This is a fitness test for me. I will throw everything at that. So again, I may chuck in an extra rest day here on Wednesday. Doesn't bother me. This is my focus this week. Yeah, high effort. The mileage is relevant. Focus is on the effort. We're back to a normal week. Yeah. The only thing is here, I may drop this 24th. I may drop that for a day off. Okay. That's the only difference I'll make to that. So that will take 6 miles off of that, but I bet I'm back up into the 40s. But this, I may take that off. Let's see how I get on. But that might be, or I may do like a 3 mile easy. See how I feel. So that's what the only thing I would change there. All right. Then we're moving on. Mr. Consistency's back. Yeah. But look at this. This is the one I wanted to show you as well. So after the high effort back here, focus moves to this. So this is a 15 mile. It's actually an 18 mile run, but it's a 15 mile goal run. I need to do a big consistent amount of goal pace. See how I get on at running 15 miles at 7:53. That's key because London, 15 miles, you're into, what's the area? Like Millwall, that sort of way. You're getting into the area where the brain starts to play away. Actually, it's Narrow Street, I think, at 15, because you've done 13 just after the bridge. You might be getting to Narrow Street, Millwall, that sort of way, yeah? And then you head down a mud shoe, you're sort of 16, 17 miles. So this is a key run because I want to do 15 miles of consistent work here, all right? Easy run again, I think, on the Sunday. But that's the focus that week. But that is also on top of nearly a 50-mile week, all right? Back to a 50-mile week here, 21-mile long run there. This looks very similar as what we've seen all the way through the plan. It's deliberate. It's the only way I'm going to get it done. Then we're in here, but watch the mileage now over here, okay? Same week as before, 53 miles. Look, 52 miles. So I've gained a mile somewhere in one of the sessions. Don't even know where it is. That's where I've gained it here. 10-mile easy run. That's different as well. Now, I put that in. I did that for London, and I liked that. That was good fun. I actually ran down to Hyde Park. It was a nice, easy run, 10 miles. Really nice. I had the time to do it. So I got that done. Probably have a day off that day and go down. That's probably why I've put that in. But nice 10-mile easy run. And then again here, I've got like the 21 miles, but 53 miles that way. That might be peak mileage week without looking. Then we start coming down a little bit. 2 extra days off here. There's a reason for this. You'll see it in a minute. But look, I've got an extra day off there. I've lost the easy runs here. See that? See, I've done 53 miles there and I've not added the extra run in there. Yeah. So I'm starting to cut back in places. Also here, see that? Not double running there. Yeah, there's a reason. We've got a marathon there. Brighton Marathon. See that? Bang, 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 bang. All easy. Building up to that. Still 40-mile week. And these will change a little bit. But I may, change this to like a goal pace 3 miles. But effectively, focus is on this. Now, ignore 3:26 because I'm not going for that. Brighton will be purely 13 miles-ish, 15 miles maybe, a target goal pace run. Remember like we did before with the target goal pace? So I'll do 3 miles easy, then go to, 13 miles at target goal pace. And then I'm literally going to back right out and run 9.5-minute miles because that's my last long run. that is my last long run because then we're going to taper. So I could have taken a week off here, but this will be 23 miles, but basically it'll be 20 to 23, something like that, right? Because we've got London here, right? So I've put in a bit of goal pace work in, nothing high, but goal pace work, 7:53, 7:53. A little bit of threshold there. Look, 1 mile, 7:24, just to turn the legs over on that Saturday. But we go then into London with these sessions here. That's my sort of last higher effort. And I like to do park run or a shakeout run the day before. All right. And that'll be super, super easy. Probably more towards that 9:47. And that's the plan. And then I'll take a week off afterwards. So, yes, that's the plan. I hope that makes sense. And again, do not follow that yourself, right? That's purely for me. My aim is to get consistent and to put the high efforts in along with the long runs. That's the most important element of that training block for me. Okay. Some of that won't go to plan because that's life. And, I'll do my best to get to the gym or do the gym sessions twice a week. But sitting here realistically, even if I can get one done, I'm winning. Okay. That's the most important thing. But yes, there we go. That's the weekly vlog. Strange weekly vlog, but it's an important weekly vlog because I wanted to show you the plan, talk you through it so you can understand as we go through the training, yeah, and my training for those events in the spring. You know what the thesis, what the idea behind what we're doing. We'll be back over to Harton. We'll be doing the laps as we go. Ben will be with me. He's training as well, and the rest of the team as well. So get involved in that sort of thing. But yes, there we go. Hopefully that's useful. But again, people, this is what works for me. I know this works for me. You may have a totally different opinion of what you think my training should look like, but it's based on my own experience and what I know works for me. Okay. All right. So make that before you start commenting on the comments and being an absolute hero and knowing better than everybody. Just remember, this is what is set up for me, what I know will work for me. Okay. And the proof will be in the pudding. If you agree, disagree, wait and see what the end result is, and then we go from there. But yes, there we go. Thanks a lot for sticking around. It's a slightly longer video this week as well. A little bit, we'll call a lot of talking, so hopefully it wasn't too boring for you. And we'll be back to normal next week. I'm just trying to look how I can end this. But yes, I shall catch you guys next week.